In a surprising move, a former Denver Broncos wide receiver and Sean Payton favorite was just cut weeks after signing with a new team. But before we talk about that, guys, I want to shout out the affiliate partner for today's video, Green Gridiron Helmets. Use code DENSYN, DENSYN, link in the description below to save off your first purchase on authentic NFL helmets. From small replicas like this one behind me to full-size authentic helmets. Again, that is code DENSYN, DENSYN, link in the description below to save off your first purchase from Green Gridiron Helmets. Thank you so much to them. And now back to your regularly scheduled content. I want to go ahead and bring in this tweet here from Dan Duggan, New York Giants beat reporter. He is reporting that the Giants are cutting little Jordan Humphrey. Humphrey just signed with them as a free agent not even 8 weeks ago. The Giants haven't even taken the field in a practice setting yet, and they've already decided to move on from Humphrey. I don't know if they're confident in the current depth that they have, or if they just don't feel that Humphrey's going to be a good fit after all. The Broncos wanted to bring Humphrey back, but he felt that New York was going to give him a better opportunity, and he ultimately decided to sign there. Obviously, that didn't work out well for him. So now we have to ask the question, could the Denver Broncos bring little Jordan Humphrey back? I know that fans aren't exactly in love with little Jordan Humphrey. I get it, but Sean Payton is. He loves little Jordan Humphrey's abilities as a blocker. He loves that Humphrey is willing to do the dirty work, and I think that's something that goes very far in terms of lasting a long time in the NFL. It's those high-effort guys that are willing to do the stuff that not all wide receivers are willing to do. So I do feel like it is in the realm of possibilities that the Denver Broncos bring Humphrey back. Let's go ahead and take a look at his production in Denver. Again, the receiving numbers don't really reflect everything that he does here. He had 45 catches for 293 yards and a touchdown last year, but he's also, again, an excellent blocker, a big-time contributor in the run game, and if he were to come back to Denver, that's what he would do. Let's look at the Broncos' current depth. They brought in Pat Bryant, who is going to fill a very similar role as little Jordan Humphrey. That power slot blocking receiver role. Bryant is also an excellent blocker. So Humphrey's role as a wide receiver has basically been filled. But it's also been reported by Benjamin Albright that Humphrey was maybe looking to add some weight, maybe 10 to 15 pounds, and move to tight end. I would be intrigued by that because we already know that little Jordan Humphrey is a competent blocker, and that's the first big step for me. Adam Troutman is a fine blocking tight end. Nate Atkins is a fine utility player. Lucas Kroll, he's decent enough at blocking, but didn't really do a whole lot in the receiving game last year. You're also hoping that Caleb Lohner will eventually develop into that role, so you have Lohner here in that developmental role, but maybe the Broncos are looking at something a little more short-term, and Humphrey also provides value on special teams. That's another big reason why they could bring him back. You also have Trent Sherfield here as well, so the Broncos were preparing for life without little Jordan Humphrey, but now that he's available again, I don't see why they might not bring him back just because of how much Sean Payton loves him, and they might give him the opportunity to compete for, at bare minimum, a practice squad spot because it doesn't look like he's going to find another opportunity elsewhere. Maybe this is due to an injury. Maybe he got waived with an injury designation. We won't know that until the official transaction wire comes out this afternoon. Really, really bizarre set of circumstances there. The New York Giants bring in Humphrey as a free agent. They expect him to fill an important role on their team. Let's look at their depth real quick just for craps and giggles here because I'm curious about what the reasoning was behind this. Oh yeah, they're loaded at receiver. Okay, so I can understand this now with how loaded they are at receiver, and then you look at their tight end depth. I mean, they've got Greg Dulcich there, who's kind of a similar profile player. So, yeah, I can honestly understand why they made this move. It's crowded both at receiver and tight end. Brought in Thomas Fidone as well. Really weird, man, to sign little Jordan Humphrey as a free agent and then decide, okay, we have enough depth. We don't need this guy after all. You could have let Humphrey just return to Denver instead rather than make him go through this kind of circus, but we'll see where he ultimately goes. Does he return to Denver or does he go elsewhere? We will find out in due time. All right, guys, be sure to leave a like on this video as well as subscribe and ring the bell so these videos appear in your notification feed. And let me know in the comment section below, guys, how would you feel if the Denver Broncos were to reunite with little Jordan Humphrey? And if they were to do so, would you prefer him to play wide receiver in his old role or try to play tight end? Drop those comments down below, guys. I would love to hear from you as always. And until next time, Broncos country, I am your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out.